Well, friends, hope you've enjoyed your time so far here in Columbus.
Not your friends.
Right. What? I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Boy, you never break character, do you?
We've enjoyed ourselves so far. It's been great.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. So, what I'd love to do is, I just got a couple things I want to throw on out, then I'll turn it over to their questions. And the main thing, really, for me is there's so much going on in this show, so much blocking, so much choreography, and that means probably a lot of a fog of war, shall we say, going on during filming throughout the show. So, for each of you, what was the craziest day you had on the Cobra Kai set? They were all easy. Oh, great! Never mind.
I'd say for me there was a day where I had to have blue hair in the morning. Then I had to leave set, get my hair dyed to red, do a scene with a red mohawk, and then at the end of the day, I had to do the scene with my mom where I was crying, and I had to wear a wig that looked like my normal, just regular white guy hair. And I'd say that was the craziest hair day I've definitely had.
And your character's gone through a lot of hair days.
Yeah, a ton of hair days. So that was definitely a wild one.
I think the hardest day was fighting Billy, because Billy is so fast. It was season 3, and we all went through with Ralph, and I went through the window, you know, and that whole fight sequence where, you know, I fight Billy in the back, and then he is so fast, so much faster than me, I couldn't adapt to the cues because he's really fast. And I knew the choreography, but he gets fast, you know, and I had to bring a stunt guy in to do it, and he did it. Then we moved through the corridor, and it was easier. But it was still tough because he's fast. Then we get out into the dojo, and we're throwing each other all over the place, and then he was beating me, and it was very difficult because I was trying to stay with the cues. Then he goes after his son. Then I start beating on him, and he's helpless. So it was good because I didn't have to worry about any cues. I could just keep beating him. And then all of a sudden Ralph comes in and throws me off Billy. And then I'm fighting with Ralph. And then we end up careening through the glass window. And it was a very long day. A lot of blood dripping all over the body. But it was a good scene.
It was, absolutely.
I think for me, there's been so many, it's so hard to choose, but the night that we did the prom fight, the post-prom, we're at the house party, we basically filmed that all night until the sun was rising, and it was freezing out, and we had to go into the pool while it was practically snowing. It was just an intense night to be fighting and moving.
Yeah, you get jumped up, and you know, you get all pumped up and sweaty from constantly doing the multiple takes. Then you got to jump in an ice cold pool.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not fun.
That was a fun night, though. You killed it. The hardest night recently has been this Sekai Taikai Brawl. That was, I mean, I want to say, almost 200 people fighting at the same time. And that many moving pieces, and you got to think there's a camera person, a boom operator, you know, all the folk that have to, you know, get in between the camera. It was so rewarding. And we did that in, those last 15 minutes of the brawl, that was one day. Yeah.
It felt like a lifetime.
I mean, yeah, the talking, all of it was a course of 4 days, but you know, this last ball was all one day, so that was pretty tough. But y'all made it through it.
Yeah. The Sekai Taikai was fun because everyone that was there in the background is like a sensei or a fighter of some kind. So people came from dojos all across the country. So it was really fun to meet real fighters.
Very nice. What, for each of you, what's been the best thing to come out of this gig?
Man, this has changed our lives. I mean, I couldn't imagine, my life wouldn't be anything the same without the show. I'm so appreciative. I wouldn't be an actor if it wasn't for this. And Marty, Billy, Ralph, all of the adults on the show that ushered in us really helped us reach for the stars. And I think that'll be the biggest changes.
Hopefully, I think the greatest credit to them is they're all in New York now. And they're actually, seeking to be on stage and do plays. And after you do a TV series, and I'm a veteran of that, I started in New York and then came to California. It is so much to their credit to want to go from a classy show like Cobra Kai, where the material is good. You get on TV series, sometimes they're just fighting and, it's just physical action and all. But this show is written well. So now they're going from really well-written TV, to their credit, to go and do theater. And I personally think that's brilliant and ballsy. And it's the kind of thing John Kreese would do if I was 40 years younger. But all the credit to you, when you all told me you were going to do that, and you're doing it now, I thought that was
Well, Sensei, you're prepping for a movie right now.
Yeah.
You don't stop. Has that been announced?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really excited for this movie. Does anyone play pickleball? He's doing the pickleball movie with Ben Stiller. Yeah, I am so excited. And he's been prepping for that.
It's a comedy. It's funny. Ben Stiller, Mary Steenburgen, and Ed Harris, and I leave tonight to go back to LA. But, just to work with those people is fun. But the work with them was heaven for a long time, and now they're all going to the theater, which I will come and watch whatever play you do, even if you don't get paid.
They warned us about that.
Yeah.
They said you'll lose money, but it's fun.
Yeah, you lose money. I'm losing money in this pickleball movie.
But hey, it's for pickleball, so Jake, what's the best thing about this?
Oh man, I think one of my favorite things that has come out of this is, just as lame as it sounds, like the friends I got to make on this show, like getting to be roommates with Xolo and Peyton, and hang out with Gianni all the time, Mary and Tanner, and Billy comes over and sleeps on our couch. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say the best thing is just, obviously career-wise, Xolo was saying, like, this is an amazing blessing for our careers. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm very lucky that everyone on the cast is super cool. I can call very close friends. Well, not you.
And the pooch, does he have any comment on this?
He says no comment.
Oh, absolutely fair. All right, before I jump out here, on behalf of myself and this whole audience, I just want to thank you all. And the reason is, first and foremost, this show is the blueprint that I wish more people on the creative side in the entertainment business would take on to about how to extend and continue an IP franchise. It has absolutely had nothing but utmost respect for the past and absolutely not afraid of embracing a new future. And you have all been such a wonderful part of this. So I thank you all for your talents, I thank you for your professionalism, and I thank you all for the performances you've brought to these roles.
Thank you. That's so nice.
All right, so let's go ahead and see what our audience has to say. And this young lady was first. I'll skip you. Okay. Hey, no problem. All right, you want to cue it up? And if anybody wants to go to a line right here, we'll go ahead. Okay, what's your name?
Kimmy. Hi, I just wanted to ask, what was your favorite part about being on Cobra Kai? Or like, what is one of your favorite memories you would take away from the show?
One of my favorite memories, we all got together during, I want to say it was season 4 for the second All Valley, that Hawk one. And we filmed some different alternate endings. And I remember there was an ending where Tory is like raising her victory trophy, and Hawk comes from behind and just tackles her, and we were having a great time. I know that we were all standing around for a lot of that tournament, so any moment to goof off was real fun. But I got to film some real cool Super 8, my first time ever shooting, and that was a great memory.
My favorite memory is when we were at that tournament, we did have to stand around a lot, and Xolo's feet were hurting, and we started doing another take of Tanner and I's fight, and Xolo threw his hands up and was like, "What are we doing here? We're doing another take? What is this? Oh my God, my feet are hurting. Come on, move on." That was one of my favorite moments. Tanner just started crying. He was like, "I'm crying. You couldn't get this kid up thing." But that was a fun time.
But you all fought really well in that. I mean, if anybody, Terry, Thomas Ian Griffin and I standing on the side, we didn't fight. We just watched you, and our back was killing us. Day after day after day.
So was Xolo.
But you brought it this season.
Yeah, well, I was in motion because I had your jungle,
My favorite moment was at the All Valley, looking over and seeing Marty with his phone out, smiling, recording me fighting like a proud dad. That made my heart melt. I was like, "Marty, you care?" He's like, "I'm so proud of you, Tory," because he only calls me Tory. I don't think he's ever called me Peyton.
Yeah, I have across it. No, because when I met, John Kreese likes female warriors. He likes strong people, and when I met Peyton, she wasn't a martial artist, and then all of a sudden she evolved into this absolute brilliant, female warrior, and I was always impressed. I've told you this dozens of times. And I was very impressed that she gravitated to being, Xolo and Jacob were always on it. They just had it. And Tanner always had it, But she jumped right in, and became as good a martial artist as they were. So I was very impressed with that, I love it,
Thank you. That's a great question to start us off with. Thank you so very much.
Thanks, Kimmy.
Hi, what's your name?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Great cosplay, by the way. Brooklyn, what you got for us?
So back in the earlier seasons, if you had to pick, would you be a part of Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do?
Cobra Kai.
You said that too quickly.
I'm gonna double Hawk's answer here and say Cobra Kai.
I think it's the first time you've ever actually called me Hawk.
We're here first.
I'm going to triple Miguel's answer and say Cobra Kai. But I think I'm Miyagi-Do now. What about you, Brooklyn? What are you?
Cobra Kai.
Nice.
Well, then you get two. All right, there you go. You get two for that. Hey, what's your name?
Jackson.
Jackson, what you got?
What is the most unique scene that you guys have filmed?
Ooh, cool question.
Unique. This is going to be totally cheating, but Marty, what was it like to film in the cave with young Johnny and then Johnny today and all of that, having to take downs another day? That seemed like a super unique scene this late on.
Yeah, very astute. It was, you're in the cave, it's 12 degrees outside, and you're fighting on rocks. And and Billy's always been better than I have. And now I got to choke him out. He's been such a pain in the ass for so many episodes. And now I get to really win, and it was good. The dialogue was really good. That's why I liked it. It was very spiritual dialogue, and it was very well written. And then all of a sudden, the young people are saying, you, Barrett, and young Johnny, they're saying the dialogue that you'd like to say, and it was great. Very, very spiritual, very astute, because it was a very spiritual morning. Going after the snake was a whole other thing, but, that was a very spiritual morning.
What's up? What's a unique scene for you?
I've never gotten the chance to spit on anyone before. Until, shout out Bo Mitchell. I got to spit on him. Not actually, on a little mat that had his head on it. An assumed spit.
That wasn't a scripted spit.
Was it? Yeah, just in the moment, I was like, I would spit right now.
What about beating that?
Yeah.
That was the best. Beating that piece of meat. What is it?
Yeah. I remember walking on, they built a little platform so they could, have the camera be low and shoot high up on me beating Brooks. And I remember I finished that scene and I'm walking off set and Marty was there by Video Village and he was just like, young Hawk! That was amazing! I love that! And I remember those were the first compliments I ever got from Marty. And I was like, oh, alright. Thank you.
Great question.
Yeah, thank you.
Very much. Hi, what's your name?
Hey, Brandon. I know some of the cast plays Magic the Gathering. I want to know who all plays and where we can watch you play your stuff.
Peyton streams herself playing every Friday night on her burner TikTok.
I just watch them play endlessly for hours and hours on end. And I still don't understand. They've tried to teach me.
Jacob and I play Magic. We have a couple of episodes of game nights out. Our friends over at the Command Zone make some Magic episodes, but Jacob actually, if you're into trading card games, has a YouTube channel called 3 Floating, where he gets into Flesh and Blood. It's a kind of a newer, up-and-coming trading card game. It's pretty cool. So if you want to watch that, do that.
Great one, thank you. Hey, what's your name?
My name's Preston. What was your guys' favorite fight scene during the series?
Oh.
All I can think of was my least favorite. I think my favorite was the season 4 All Valley tournament, the Sam versus Tory fight. That was really fun to do.
Did you win?
Yeah. Except it wasn't real. Silver paid off the rest.
My favorite is the season 2, episode 10, School Fight Oneer. That's definitely my favorite. That was the first time where I got to do Hawk, like the unhinged version of him. And I love doing that.
What about you, Kreese?
Favorite fight? Well, going through the window was good. But I actually liked the opening when you first met my character. He has that one line of dialogue, the real story's only just begun. I just love that line. So, it accompanied fighting Billy and throwing the cigar. And it was an interesting way to introduce the character, and it still remains one of my favorite scenes of all time. Just with a little bit of, Ennio Morricone Italian music and the shadow of me coming through. It's the kind of entrance you want to make, ever, in anything.
Especially since they said your character was dead, so we really didn't think we were going to see you. So when you popped up, that was like, yeah, we all get it.
John Kreese is a vampire, he lives forever.
Great question.
What's your favorite fight scene?
Probably season 2 brawl fight.
Yeah, there you go. All right, thank you. Hi, what's your name?
I'm JoJo. Hey y'all. How are you most and least like your characters?
Think you got him on that one.
Yeah, can y'all say mine, please?
Oh yeah.
Jacob's spontaneity is definitely in Eli. His ability to just be the most free person in the room is definitely Jacob. And Peyton has this really serious
This
face.
hidden rage.
Yeah, she has this real serious face that is hers. That actually, you know what? I take that back. You're like a chameleon on set. You like get into the zone, but you're both so damn hardworking. Yeah.
Nice.
What about me, y'all?
Xolo and Migel have the same butt. They make the same noises when you tickle them.
Hey, weirdo. So moving on to our next question.
He's a like I feel like when he gets like super positive and when he's really happy and like that golden retriever energy that Xolo and Miguel has, like I feel like it's like the sweetest energy in the world and it's super contagious.
Thank you.
And the butts are the same.
Well, there's a dark side to Martin Kove, and then there's a vulnerable side.
We were supposed to say each other, Sensei.
Oh, each other. Oh, okay. Forget about it. Forget everything I just said. Forget it. God damn it.
Marty and Kreese both have the same passion, the same burning passion for life. Both
Commitment.
Yeah.
And a lot of the lines are just coming from Marty that are Kreese's lines. He just adds.
I will kill you.
And they say it. Their hatred for silver. I don't know where the line ends on that one.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, we all know Silver's gonna get his comeuppance one way or another. But I won't tell you what happens. But you'll love it. Trust me.
Thanks, JoJo.
That question is places I did not expect. Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Christian. I'd like to revisit the Beetle, but...
What's your name?
No, seriously, everybody's watched the show and seen the development over the years, and I would like for you guys to talk about what it was like growing up on the show, the developments that you went through, the younger perspective versus the older perspective. What was it like experiencing everything that you experienced over the development of the show, from the very beginning to episodes, and then being picked up and still on it?
It felt mainly the same, I gotta be honest. What I tend to remember most is the memories on set, and I think obviously like the interaction with folk like yourselves and these opportunities of getting to come to cons and speak to massive amounts of people, that has definitely changed since we kind of hopped on board to Netflix. But I mean, y'all have always given this show some real strong, passionate love, and that was felt from the beginning. The thing that's changed now is that we just got to make it bigger and better. We just want to push ourselves and be the best versions. I'm so glad that we had this crew and the cast and crew, because I don't think it could have been done with any other cast and crew. It's hard to get 6 seasons done of the show, and even for Marty and the rest of the folk, it's been 6 seasons in a movie. It's been a long journey.
Interesting thing that I discovered at the very beginning of doing the series was how much the crew really liked being there, The crew, they knew the movies and they were moved by the movies, and most of them were in their 40s, the different crew members, and it was real interesting to see how happy they were to be part of this scenario. The continuation of the legend continues. And I was always touched by that, because you don't see that. In Hollywood, you don't see that. It's always it's work. But in this case, these people were very happy, whether they were props or catering or whatever. They just were so happy to be part of this project. And I think that's the legacy of the original script. The original script was so good and meant so much to so many people. Whether you were bullied or a fish out of water, or you had a romance that didn't work. Karate Kid 1 rang a lot of bells for a lot of people. And now it still does, And you guys will carry it through, because John Kreese is, getting a job in a, probably a toy store somewhere.
35 years later, Sam and Tory's kids are beeping.
All right, thank you. Took us to 2 places. Cool. Hi, what's your name?
Reese. So for the whole cast, what's your talent that the whole cast doesn't know about, your hidden talent?
Do we have a hidden talent? Or ourselves?
Yes.
All of his talents are public.
I like crying. I actually like, when I cry at supermarket openings, I just like real emotional situations. And you would never think that my character would do that. Or a big macho person who's done the Rambos and all that would get off on that. But I do. I like really emotional situations more than I like the tough situations, the ruffians. So that's my little secret,
What's your crying song? Your song to cry to?
What makes me cry?
Do you have a song?
Oh, a song. Yeah, you know what makes me cry a lot? That sound, I don't know if you'll remember Casablanca, the movie Casablanca. And as time goes by, that song. And I just watched it last week, and I was by myself, and I just cried. I've seen the movie, God knows how many times. But you sit there and you just, deep down inside, Martin Kove is in love with love. He's not in love with violence, So when you see Casablanca, it's all about love. It's a gas. It's all about what you're about. That's it. That's enough revealing.
Weird, knack for memorizing song lyrics. I have a lot of song lyrics in my head for some reason.
Jacob plays guitar really well. Mm-hmm. And I like to make candles.
Really?
That's about it. I don't know if I'm talented at it though.
Regular or
They smell
scented?
nice.
Regular or scented candles?
Scented.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that fun question. Thank you.
My new gig after the show.
Hi, what's your name?
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. What do you got?
So we've seen Mo. So my question is, do any of the others have pets? And if so, were any of them ever allowed on set?
Mo's the only one allowed on set. He runs it.
We let Stingray on.
Very.
Stingray's allowed on set, We have to have a big leash.
I have 3 dogs at home. 3 smaller dogs, rescues. Peyton's got a litter at home.
Yeah, my mom runs a dog rescue. So there's so much. She has a pit bull Pinky.
Yeah.
Who's getting really old, so she'll push her around everywhere. It's really sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, all of our crew is real kind about letting our dogs come on set and hang out. And luckily, the dogs are pretty well trained, especially Mom.
Do you have any animals?
I have 5 cats and 2 dogs.
Nice.
Wow.
Animal lover.
Well, here, take 2. Taking care of that many critters.
All right. Have a great one, okay?
We are just about time, so I think let's go to our last question. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Mike. Quick question, if you could go back in time to take on any role, or maybe they reboot something, what is your dream role?
When I was a kid, one of my favorite movies was Heat. And so I think I would play any role in Heat.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Sick.
Michael Mann is doing a sequel to Heat. He's right. He's right. They just completed the script.
Dude, wait a couple years when I look 30. I will be in it.
So you're trying to get in the sequel?
Yeah. I'm down.
What's your dream role?
I don't know if I have a specific character in mind. Do you guys?
Reboot? I mean, I really like Speed Racer. I thought that movie was really, really cool. The CGI, everything going on with that movie when it came out, I was a big fan of it. And Men in Black also was one of the franchises that I remember watching on repeat.
Now, would you want to be Speed or would you want to be Racer X?
I mean, Speed, come on. But Racer X, my name's Xolo, so. There we go. I'm not too sure. I'm already Racer X, so yeah, I gotta be Speed.
There you go.
I think there's a couple, I really like, the macho the obvious John Wayne in The Searchers. You know, I really like that character. I kind of modeled John Kreese after that character of Ethan Edwards in The Searchers. But there's a couple of others. You know, I really love the versatility of Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca. You know, I mean, Rick's Cafe, and the Germans, and he's such an underdog, you know, and then he proves himself at the end. And of course, I love the movie The Wild Bunch, which is my favorite Western, and the William Holden character there, you know, it's just wonderful. There are so many movies that, you know, Jack Nicholson, God knows how many things, you know, Witches of Eastwick, where he's playing the devil. I mean, God knows how much fun that would be to act your ass off, you know, be great. You know.
Great question.
Yeah, good question.
Thank you so very much. So, before we go, does anybody have any upcoming projects you may be allowed to share with us?
I have season 2 of School Spirits coming out in the new year. So, yeah, so I'm excited for that. Yeah. Part 3 of Cobra Kai is coming soon.
Yeah.
Pickleball.
Pickleball, yeah. We got pickleball. Jacob and I got a podcast,
Yes.
Little Lobos podcast. And I got an EP coming out soon. It's already, actually, I take it back. It's already out. It's called The Scarab Tapes. So that's it.
All right, that works, absolutely.